Hi, this is Eric Martin with BoardGameGeek. I'm here with Nick Little from Action Phase Games, talking about Kodama, the Tree Spirits by Daniel Solis.
This is a game that we have coming out next month in April.
Okay, April 2016. And what are we doing here? I know this sort of originated from game Kiji.
Yep.
And has grown over time with that. A little more going on than what was in the initial design.
Right, exactly. We really like Kiji or Kigi a lot, but there were a couple of things that we wanted to change to it. So we did kind of a lot of development to it, and we've come up with Kodama here. So in this game, you're building a tree, basically. It's a tree building game, if you will, in order to build the best home for these little Kodama guys, these little tree spirits. So at the beginning of the game, you're going to be dealt 4 of these guys, and they all tell you how to score in different ways. And what's going to happen is you're going to place 4 branches on your tree, and then you're going to pick one of these 4 guys to score.
Okay.
And then you're going to put 4 more guys on your tree, and then you're going to pick another one of the remaining guys to score. And then you're going to do it one more time, 4 guys, pick a guy to score. This guy will just be discarded. You won't have played him during the game.
Okay.
So it's very important to figure out which guys you want to play when and how you're going to sequence your cards here. So there's a lot of decision making here. But while you're placing the branches, you'll start off with a trump card, and it'll have one little icon on it. On your turn, you're going to see a row of branch cards, and you're going to pick one that you want to place on your tree.
Okay.
So let's say we want to place this card. The way you're going to place it is you're going to look for where the bark comes off the branch card, and you're going to connect it to a piece of bark on your tree. So you can do like this. You can put it here. You can put it here. And so on. What's really cool about the branch placement is it's not orthogonal. There's no grid to it. You don't have to put it.
It's organic in terms of how it's
exactly. I could put this thing coming off of this part of the card, but I could do it like this, all over the place. And you want to give yourself room for future growth.
Right.
So you want to kind of maximize the amount of space and opportunity you have to build tree branches elsewhere.
Okay.
So what's going to happen is when you place the branch card, you're going to score points for all the icons that match going down the trunk. So when you place this one, you'll score 2 for flowers, and you don't have any caterpillars here or clouds here, so you won't score them. But, for example, when you place this, you place it here, let's say, you'll score 1, 2, 3, 4 caterpillars, and 1, 2, 3, 4 for blossoms, so you'll score 7 total.
Right.
When you place it, the rules are really easy. You're just not allowed to cover up icons when you place a branch card. You're not allowed to touch more than one branch or card when you place it, and you're not allowed to build your tree below the ground. So you're supposed to put this on the edge of the table when you start.
Right.
So what's really great about this version that kind of Kiki missed out on is at the end of Kodama, you're going to have this big, pretty tree that has 12 cards on it. Because Kodama had a pruning mechanic that would pull some of the branch cards off the tree.
Right.
But it's always, you walk by and people have basically a piece of art in front of them that they've built over the course of the game.
Right.
It's really easy to learn how to play. The Kodama, like I said, bring you toward an interesting decision tree of, do I just want to score as many points as possible here, or do I want to kind of build towards these guys and score more points here? Something we were able to do through the course of the Kickstarter for this was build in a stretch goal that was these sprout Kodamas. So if you can see these guys,
Okay.
they are smaller versions of the Kodama. They're like little baby Kodama. And they're great for kids or introductory gamers that maybe can't plan out so well or understand how the cards interact. So what you would do is at the bottom there's a little letter, so it says A on all of these,
Right.
and it tells you a season. This says spring, summer, and fall. So you would give these to your child and you would say, okay, this one says that you score 5 points for each branch card that has a firefly or a flower on it that touches your trunk. So you'll want to get things with fireflies and flowers and place them on your trunk. And then you'll play this at the end of the spring.
And that's it.
Right. And then the summer says you get 3 points for every branch card with a fire flower on your tree. So you want to play that in the summer, and you just encourage them to follow this strategy that is grabbing firefly and flower branches.
Right.
And the last one is a similar thing, giving you 1 point each time that icon appears on your tree.
Okay.
So you don't see that very often in games where they give you bonus content that makes the game easier to play for kids, or more accessible.
That's because we don't want to play with kids.
Yeah.
Get
You
out.
don't want to play with
Go to
kids.
bed. That's right. Time for Dad to play. Get out. Yeah.
Yes.
A little bit of that.
A little bit of that. So this is our 3rd game in our small box, big fun line of games. So this one's only $20 MSRP also.
Okay. Thanks for the overview.
Thank you.
And it was neat to see.